I know you've been waiting on another C3 video, so I'm going to make a quick one here. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what makes a Corvette worthy of restoration and what makes a Corvette worthy of being a parts car. So in my opinion, there's three things that can make a Corvette a parts car. So one, if it's wrecked hard enough that frame's bent and it's got all kinds of other issues. Two, if it's rusty. If the frame's rusty, it takes a huge amount of work to get it right. Some people are willing to do it, other people aren't. I figure if it's rusty, it's a parts car. And three, if it has title issues. So here in Texas, it's really difficult to fix any kind of problems with the title. In other states, they don't even have titles for cars this old, but in Texas, sadly, that's the reality of it. And that's the problem with this car. So this car I picked up yesterday. Drive a road trip on Memorial Day. There's no traffic. It's awesome. But the problem with this car, one, besides it's pretty rough, is that it does have issues with the title. So the back of the title has a date from 10 years ago, and it has the buyer's names on it. And the guy I talked to said the other guy that's filled out the back of the title wasn't willing to get it in his name. So basically it has no title. So because of that, it's parts car. The other thing is that there's not a straight panel on this car at all. Somebody really liked the pace car paint job, and from far away it looks pretty good, but I've never seen a front clip. I don't know if this is old body work that's come up or what. I know it's not factory paint, but there's not a straight panel on this car. You can see, there's fiberglass damage on this panel. There's a chunk missing out of this door right here. This back quarter looks okay. There's no rear bumper. You can see that the rear bumper has actually just disintegrated off of it. The way I know is because it still has these brackets that go on the inside lip of the bumper, and you can see, basically pieces of the bumper stuck in between the bracket. So, like for example, there's a good example of what's left of the original urethane bumper. Pretty common. This quarter is wrecked. This door's okay, and then the front clip is what it is. So being a 76, it's not too bad on the inside. Let me show you that. Let's see if I get this door open. Nope, that's okay. But we have decent dash parts. I have the other T-top and some interior parts. I have not cleaned it out on the inside yet, so kind of looking forward to that. So you guys saw that 76, pretty much a parts car, but I have one more car that I want to show you, and this is what I call a borderline car. It's one of those cars that you could restore or you could make it a parts car. It's really just up to the owner. So let me show you this 1981. So this 1981 is a one-owner car. It has a clear Texas title, and it's 100% all there other than the T-tops are missing. The problems that it has is that it's been outside for forever, and the interior is just totally roached, like that. And the motor has a knock. So it does start, but it's really a bad motor knock. And see if I can get the hood open. This car has been painted maybe one time, and it was last on the road, and I think that's 98. But if you look underneath the hood, it's super original. So 1981 was the first year for the computer controlled stuff, so it has the original distributor, the computer controlled carburetor, all the ducting, the smog pump. Everything under this hood is original to the 1981, with maybe the exception of this alternator. But I don't know, it's so borderline, because yeah, you could take it and you could restore it 100%, but is it really worth all that work that you're going to have to go through? It has this weird bulge on the front, and I have no idea why. I think it got a little tapped right there, but you can fix that. The fiberglass body is in awesome shape. There's no rust on the frame or anything like that. It's just super, super rough. So definitely, I don't know if it's a parts car or not. I don't know if it deserves that. Chopstick, on the other hand, I don't know what do you think, Chopstick? Parts car? I think he's dead. Noodle, parts car? This is Nelson. He is not Chopstick. He is a friend's dog that we're watching, so he gets to play in the friendly acre with the other dogs all day long. Since we're making a video, I want to show you guys this really sad 74. So this 74 is an original big block coupe, okay? But the problem is it was disassembled in 1996 when I was 7 and hasn't been put together since, and every single nut and bolt is apart. I mean, the only thing that's together is this front suspension part, and that's it. I mean, everything is apart. This frame used to be underneath this car. I have all the parts for it, but here's another example of, is it a parts car? Is it not a parts car? It really needs everything, and it needs everything put together and redone and reinstalled. But yeah, you could make a car out of it, but you'd be, you know, doing that for 4 years before you made a car out of it. So here's another, is it a parts car? Is it not a parts car? Alright guys, well let me know in the comments, I guess, what you think of the maroon 81, if you think that's a parts car. And then this blue 74, if you think that's a parts car. In my opinion, I think the blue one's definitely a parts car. The 81, I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with it. So maybe I'll sell it whole, maybe not, we'll see. But sorry I haven't gotten a video out in a while, it's just been one of those weeks. So I hope you enjoyed this one, I'll see you guys next time.